Welcome to American Legion Baseball as we are here for the Wahoo Bishop Newman Reds taking on North Bend and Schuyler. Unfortunately, I don't have starting lineups here today, so we're just going to go as we can. So for the first batter, struck out. Starting just a hair early today. Beautiful day. The juniors, they had a pretty quick game as Wahoo was able to have the run out in the bottom of the fifth inning. One ball and one strike. Foul ball, so that's a 1-2 count coming up. Out here, beautiful Sam Crawford Field. Beautiful day for baseball. 73 degrees with a nice breeze. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2. First ball comes in. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch on the way. Low and outside. Swing, and there's a strike. Here comes the 2-1. That one gets sent over. The second base pickup, and the throw over to first is in time. So that is out number 3. And that wraps up top of the inning, 1-2-3. Right here as we continue on with American Legion Baseball on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field. It is American Legion Baseball. The Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler right here on Saunders County Online. Going to the bottom of the first inning, and Wahoo Bishop Newman was able to retire North Bend Schuyler 1-2-3 at the top of the first. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any of the lineups. That was not provided out there. So we will do the best we can. Game started a little early this evening because the juniors were able to wrap things up pretty quickly at the bottom of the fifth inning. Here comes the first pitch to Wahoo. And that is low outside, ball 1. Next pitch on the way. Gets popped up out to the center field. And that was caught. That was a good try, but that is the first out. It was swing and popped out to center field. Pitch on the way, and that is high and outside. That one gets fouled straight back. Brings up a 1-1 with one out. That one gets a little bit low. Now we have a 2-1. One out, nobody on base. Bottom of the first inning. Swing, and that pops foul in the OOP parking lot. Brings up 2-2. Evens the count out with one out. That one drops low. Full count coming in. Wind up in the pitch on the way. Swing and struck out. So that's 2 outs. 2 up and 2 down so far. Wahoo State Bank Reds looking to step in and get the first score. Pitch on the way. And that goes high, but it actually drops in. It's strike. So an off-speed pitch drops in for the strike. Wind up. Pitch on the way. Inside. Evens out 1-1. Comes a pitch across the outside edge of the plate. 2 outs. We have a 1-2. Nobody on base. Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 so far. Pitch coming in and swung on and popped right over the head of the pitcher and not able to get there in time. That puts a runner on first with 2 outs. All right, so we have Johnston at bat. Hey, so I was just received the lineups here. That pitch goes low and outside, almost a pass ball, but that brings up 1-1 with 2 outs. Runner on first, and the runner on first is Shabaka. Waiting for the windup. Swung on and popped that foul. Sending Shabaka back to first base. So that brings the count up to 1-2. That pitch, it gets hit, and that ends up being a single, but that does put Sabatka on third base. And then Cody Hesser stepping into the batter's box. Actually, wait, we're up to Nagel. Nagel is stepping into the batter's box. Sorry about that. First pitch comes in, strike. Two outs, runners on first and third. Pitch on the way, swing, and strike number two. The Reds with a chance to be able to put a point on the board right now. But we have an 0-2 coming in and swung on, popped that foul. Staying alive, Nagel's able to keep things going there. Next pitch on the way. Run is on, and we get that sent out to center field, and that was caught for an out. So that wraps up the first inning with the third out going out to center field. I am able to get everything put together as we head into the top of the second inning. It is Wahoo Bishop Newman Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler. It's the seniors with the Wahoo State Bank Reds right here on Saunders County Online. Well, thank you for bearing with us. We were able to get 1, 2, 3 out on the North Bend Schuyler. That brings up Wahoo Public. Or, no, I'm sorry, Wahoo Bishop Newman. Number 14, Caden Christensen to bat. First hit gets fired off to left field, rolling in green space. The left field side goes foul and brings the count full 3-2. Looking for the right hit. That brings up the designated hitter, number 13, Max Sledge. 1 out, runner. Throw goes up. Sledge stepping back in. But underneath the glove of first hit, swings and pops that to the right field. Coming in and sliding underneath it, able to make a catch. Tagging up, but running to third. Alex Zuckers is able to get forward to third base. And Sledge staying at first. We have runners on first and third on the corners with 2 outs. Pitch comes in and called strike. Wind up, the pitch comes in, goes low outside. Sledge travels to second base on that opportunity. On the inside of the plate, called strike 2. Wind up of the pitch coming, and that gets to be comfortable advancing, but that brings up 2-2. So the count even at 2 with 2 outs, runners on second and third. Sam Markson looking. Pitch comes in, drops down. So that wraps up the bottom 3 hits for the home team. In just a moment, right here on Saunders County Online, as we're getting everything set together now that we have the lineups.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field. It is American Legion Baseball. We have the Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler. Welcome back. Now we are at the top of the third inning, tied at 0. Blaha is stepping into the batter's box for North Bend and facing off against Jonas Schneckenberg. Pitching continued. First pitch comes in and it goes high. Called ball. Wind up with the pitch on the way, and that one right down the middle. Strike. The next pitch, again, right in there for a called strike. Evens the count, 2-2. Tied game so far at the top of the third inning, 0-0. Wind up, pitch comes in, and that is just a little outside, becomes the full count for Blaha. Swing and miss. Oh, that brings up a strikeout and first out of the top of the inning. Now we have a left fielder, Shukenda. Apologize if I'm not able to read that right. First pitch goes low outside, 1-0. Could be Shukendek. That pitch is a pass ball, all the way to the backstop. 2-0. Pitch comes in and actually connects, sending him to first base. Hit him in the elbow. One out, runner on first for North Bend, Schuyler. Oh. They say that it actually struck the bat. Called it a foul ball. So brought him back. So that's a 2-1 count now. And these things do happen where you look at it and it's like, it actually hit the end of the bat. So wind up and the pitch comes in, swing, and that brings the count even 2-2. With one out, nobody on base. Blaha back in the batter's box. Pitch on the way, swing and pops that foul. Staying alive on that, keeps the count 2-2. Wind up the pitch, swing, and strike three. The throw out to first is in time. This brings in Shukendeth. Pitch comes in, and actually we're now, that was Shukendeth that was just out. We have Shannon at bat. First pitch comes in that is a called strike. Next pitch, also a strike. 2 outs. And here comes the 0-2. On the way. Check swing, but able not all the way through, so that's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And now we're going to end up going into the bottom of the third inning, as we have American Legion Baseball for you right here on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and
advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to beautiful Sam Crawford Field on a extremely lovely Wednesday night for baseball. We have the Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on the North Bend Schuyler Seniors as we continue on. We're going together and get on the base, and we've seen them the past couple of innings be able to get runners all the way around, head in. But right now we're starting off with Carson Sabatka. Bottom of the third inning. Wind up at the right field. The throw comes in, and first Sabaka on first. Eli Johnston stepping into the batter's box now. The throw was not in time. With a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way, swung on and popped that down the third baseline. And that is Eli Johnston playing first base for us today. Pitch on the way, on the outside edge, called strike. 1-2. Sabaka on second base. Williams checking second. Pitch on the way in. Swung on down the first baseline, but does advance Sabaka. Throw over to third from Williams. Keeping Sabaka on the bag. Pitch on the way now. Swung on and then popped out to left field and caught. Tagging. Sabaka tags and makes his way in for the first points. Two outs, but now we have Isaiah Nagel stepping into the batter's box. Catcher. Two outs and a run scored. First pitch comes in, it's called strike. Next pitch, low. Evens count 1-1 with two outs to Isaiah Nagel. Wind up and the pitch on the way. And that one is off-speed pitch for called strike, too. Two outs. 1-2 on the way. Swing on, pop that foul, and keeps the count 1-2. Pitch coming up. Swung on, and that is popped out to center field. And that actually ends up getting pushed by the wind over to right field, and it is caught for out number 3. But not without doing a little bit of damage into the top of the 4th inning right here on SaundersCountyOnline.com.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny, easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home.
The pharmacy provider confidently exceeding their expectation of Wahoo.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field as we right now. It's warming up. Next sledge is designated here. North Bend, Schuyler, we see their pitcher stepping in. Top of the lineup, it is Williams stepping into the batter's box. So it's taken them all the way to the 4th inning to get back to the top of the order. Here comes a wind up in the pitch. Swing and strike one. Wind up, pitch, and foul back for strike number 2. Wind up in the pitch on the way, and that is low outside for ball one. Schneckenberg looking to be able to get that strikeout against the pitcher and is able to pull it off. Strike number 3. That is out number 1 at the top of the 4th inning. Cluth stepping in to the batter's box. Cluth is the left fielder for North Bend Schuyler. Pitch on the way. Swing and strike 1. Schneckenberg is doing a good job of finding that look to be able to make them swing this so far. Pitch goes outside. 1-1 with 1 out. Pitch coming in and check swing. But called ball. Comes the 2-1. Low and outside, 3-1. And that's low in. Oh, it looked like it was low inside. He stepped back, but it's called that it was on the edge of the plate. So that is a full count, 3-2. Pitcher coming in, and that is low outside. 1 out. Now we have Cluth on first. Zakowicz. Second baseman. Pitch on the way. Right on the edge of the plate for strike 1. Checking first. Comes a windup. Pitch on the way. Swung on. That is popped out to right field. And that puts runners on first and second with 1 out. Rangloff is stepping in, and Rangloff, I believe, third base. Schneckenberg calling time. Go speak with Nagel. Try to get their call straight. Wind up in the pitch on the way. Swung on. That is sent out to left field, getting underneath it. Is able to catch and reel that in. So Osmero is able to wheel underneath that and be able to reel it in for out number 2, leaving runners still on first and second. Brabeck, right fielder for North Bend Schuyler, stepping into the batter's box. 2 out, runners on first and second. Pitch comes in, and that goes low, and actually a pass ball, and that advances runners to second and third. 2 outs. North Bend has 2 runners in scoring positions. A ball, no strike to Brabeck. Wind up in the pitch on the way, and that is low. 2-0 with 2 outs. Ortmeyer for North Bend Schuyler is warming up the batter's box. Oh. Another ball. So that is 3-0 to Braybeck. Pitch comes in, and that is called ball 4. So that loads the bases with 2 outs. Ortmeyer, first baseman for North Bend Schuyler, is stepping into the batter's box. This is the most offense that North Bend has been able to have. First swing, pops that fouled off the third base side. Hits the concession stand. Wind up in the pitch on the way. Swung and then popped out. Picks up by second base. Over to shortstop. So 4-6 out for that third out. And that wraps up a dangerous situation that North Bend Schuyler had set up with bases loaded on 2 outs. Wahoo is able to pull that one out and maintain their lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball right here on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Hot Oil and Propane is continuing to be family run and owned for 60 years. OOP Inc. is your Wahoo supplier for gas, diesel, propane, oil, grease, and products for your yard and acreage, including seed, fertilizer, and sprays to help keep your lawn and pastures beautiful. Find them online at oopinkwahoo.com, call 402-443-3563, or stop by 3288 Ponderosa Drive. OOP Inc. serving for 60 years thanks to you.
It's American Legion baseball from Sam Crawford Field in Wahoo, Nebraska. The Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler as we are going into the bottom of the 4th inning. The last inning was the only score so far as the Reds are leading 1-0. Although North Bend Schuyler was really threatening, bases loaded, 2 outs. And a play at second was able to stop that. Caden Christensen in the batter's box. That pitch comes in, an off-speed pitch, drops in for strike number 1. Wind up in the pitch from Williams. Swung on and popped that out in between. So the second base had to run out, and the toss over to first, not in time. So Caden Christensen able to outrun it, leg it out, and get on to first base with no outs. That brings up our right fielders, Alex Zuckers. Pitch comes in. Not able to be picked up by the shortstop, and throws it, goes wild, and advances Christensen all the way to third base. Here's the 1-0 to Zuckers. Pitch right on the inside edge of the plate for strike 1. 1-1, no outs. Runner on third. Williams throws over to third. Sends Christensen back to the bag. Wind up the pitch. Swing and strike number 2. Pitch comes up, swung on, and that sends out to third base. So the throw over to first is in time, but that does bring Caden Christensen in to be able to make the score. So the throw goes over. The fielder's choice goes over to first for the out. But that does bring in a run. Now we have Max Sledge, the designated hitter, stepping into the batter's box with 1 out, nobody on base. Wahoo Reds leading 2-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. That pitch comes inside, was swung on, and so that is strike 1. Wind up the pitch. Low and outside. Evens the count, 1-1. We have a pitch comes in right across the outside of the plate. Called strike 2. Swing and strike 3. That is out number 2. As Max Sledge strikes out, now we have Osmera, the left fielder, stepping in to the batter's box. Two outs with the leadoff runner. Caden Christensen was able to get on first, out second, then the throw from home was wild and sent him over to third. Then Alex Zuckers with a sacrifice is able to bring Christensen in for the score. So that leads us where we are, 2-0. That pitch goes high, so now we have a 2-1 with 2 outs to Osmera. That pitch goes low into the dirt. 3-1. Wind up from the Williams pitch, and that goes on the inside edge of the plate. Now the count is full, 3-2 with 2 outs. Osmera's going to probably try to keep this one alive. And watches that go by. Strike number 3, out number 3. But not without bringing in another score. 2-0 as we wrap up 4 right here on Saunders County Online. You're watching American Legion Baseball as the Wahoo State Bank Reds take on North Bend Schuyler.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 50, Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently, Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Well, we're playing under the lights at Sam Crawford Field right here in Wahoo, Nebraska, as the game did start about 10 minutes early, and we are at the top of the 5th inning as the Wahoo State Bank Reds are leading in North Bend Schuyler. It was a score of 2-0. Now we come in with Blaha, the catcher for North Bend Schuyler. Top of the 5th inning. Thank you for joining us on this, looking at the First pitch comes in, and that is fouled, but it goes right back as it bounces off one of the light poles. Just above a transformer. That could have been interesting. It was about 3 feet lower. Swing and strike number 2 to Blaha. And strikes out. Out number 1, and brings up Schuyler, left fielder for North Bend, Schuyler. Swing and a miss. So Schneckenberg is finding that zone really well right now. And then I say that, and then we have high and outside. 1-1. Bottom of North Bend Schuyler's lineup is on deck. Shanahan. Swing and strike number 2. 1-2 with 1 out. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and strikeout number 2 of this inning. So that's 2 outs, and we have bottom of the order for North Bend. Shanahan is center fielder. First pitch comes in, and that gets wild and low and outside and all the way to the backstop. Here comes the 1-0 to Shannon, and that's right on the inside edge of the plate for a called strike. It's hard to tell from this angle, but this umpire is consistently calling that one. This one's low in the dirt. So we have 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Wahoo Reds leading 2-0. Pitch comes in, swung on. That gets sent out to right field, and getting underneath it and able to reel that one in was Alex Zuckers. So that brings in the 3rd out. So 3 up, 3 down. And that wraps up the top of the 5th inning right here. And we'll be back with more American Legion baseball right here on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
It's American Legion Baseball on the BSDN Saunders County Online Network. If you go over to our sister station, BSDN Live on YouTube, you'll be able to watch as the Valley Wingnuts are playing right now as well. Right now at Sam Crawford Field, we are under the lights, and the Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler. Bottom of the 5th inning, Wahoo State Bank Reds leading 2-0. That brings up, it looks like the top of the order, Sam Markson. That pitch is right on the inside edge for a strike 1. Wind up the pitch on the way. That goes outside. Evens the count 1-1. Pitch comes up, swung on, and that pops out to third base, but not able to handle it. So Rangloff hits his glove, then pops out, not able to pick it up in time. So that puts Markson on first base. Sabaka stepping into the batter's box now. No outs. That pitch goes outside. There's the 1-0. Williams checking first base. Looking in. Wind up in the pitch, and that comes right down the middle for a strike. Comes 1-1. No outs, runner on first. Markson on first base. Throw goes over to first. Markson able to get back in time. Pitch comes in, swung on, and that pops out right into right field. And that gets Markson all the way out to third with an infield single. No outs, and then Eli Johnston's coming into the batter's box. No outs, runners on the corners. Bottom of the fifth inning. Wahoo State Bank Reds leading 2-0. First pitch comes in, and that is inside, but Sabaka charges to second base, tries to draw the throw, but holding on to that. Comes the pitch, and that hangs a little high, so now we have a 1-1. Wind up the pitch on the way, swung on, and that is popped straight up and getting underneath it. The catcher is able to get there, and that keeps Markson and Sabaka right where they are, and so still runners on second and third. Cody Hesser. Second baseman. Looking to be able to drive in a couple of runs, potentially. Pitch goes low and outside. Blaha having to kind of chase after that one and land on it to keep it from getting out of control. 1-0. And that one comes again right on the inside. That has been called a strike all night long. 1-1, 1 out. That one was just a little bit more too far inside, so Cody has the lead on that. 2-1 is the count. Wind up in the pitch. Drops in for strike two. Counts even at 2 with 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Wahoo State Bank Reds. Leading to 2-0. Bottom of the fifth inning. Wind up in the pitch on the way. Swung on and popped down the first baseline, but goes foul and keeps the count exactly the same. 2-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on and dropped that right over the second base into center field. And that brings in 2 runs. Hesser stays at first base. And that doubles up the lead 4-0. And that brings in the catcher, Isaiah Nagel, with 1 out. Runner on first. Pitch on the way, and that's low and outside. Checks a runner on first. Williams looking and then throws in. Swing and strike. So Isaiah Nagel with a 1-1. 1 out. Runner on first. Cody Hesser on first base, able to drive in Markson and Sabatka. And able to stay on the bag for the throw to first. Pitch on the way, swung on and pop foul. Brings up a 1-2 count. One out. Swung on, and that is driven out to the left field and is not caught. And it's counted as a fair ball. So that is a double. So that puts Hesser on third base. Nagel's now on second. 1 out, and Caden Christensen stepping into the batter's box. But we do have North Bend at Schuyler with a mound visit. So we're trading around. So it looks like Williams is going out to center field. And that brings in our center field Shannon as a pitcher for North Bend. So as I do a quick warm-up, we'll be right back with more American Legion baseball right here on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Welcome back to amazing Sam Crawford Field under the lights as we have the Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler. We're currently at the bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out. Already 2 runs have been driven in this inning as we have now also runners on second and third with 1 out. And North Bend Schuyler decided to make a pitching change. They traded Shannon up from the center field and took Williams, the pitcher, out to center field. Now we have Caden Christensen at bat. First pitch on the way. Swung on, and that is sent out to second base. And the throw over to first is not in time. So now we have runners on first and third because that was able to drive another run in. So that puts the Reds lead 5-0. Alex Zuckers at bat. First pitch coming in, strike. Next pitch comes in, swung on, strike number 2. Wind up in the pitch, not taking much time. Fouls that one off, maintaining a 0-2 for the count. So right now the Reds are ahead 5-0, bottom of the fifth inning. So that one drops into a ball, and that moves Caden Christensen to the second base. No throw on that play. Pitch coming in, low and outside. Evens the count 2-2 with one out. And that pitch comes inside. Count is full. Almost hit, Alex. Our catcher had to chase after that one. That is low outside. And that loads the bases with one out. Max Sledge, designated hitter. Oh, I'm sorry. So actually Barry stepping in to play. So Alex Berry stepping in. First pitch goes low outside. Catcher throws out to third base. Swing. Berry swings, and that brings it 1-1 with one out. Bases are loaded. Next pitch, low and inside.
What are you?
Alex Berry, it's a 2-1 count, one out. Bases are loaded, and that goes high outside. 3-1 is the count. Pitch comes in, and that is called strike. So the count is full to Alex Berry. Pitch comes in and pops that one out to right field. And at the grass, wild throw in. So that brings in the attempt, and 2 runs come in, and that brings a runner to third. So with that hit, tagging, and then a wild throw in, able to bring in 2 more runs. So that brings the Reds leading up 7-0 with 2 outs. And a runner on third. I believe if they were able to get that runner to come in since the bottom of the 5th inning, that might be the end of the game, but we'll see. Osmera, the batter's box. First hit swung in and caught right at center field for out number 3. Leaving a runner on third, but not without doing quite a bit of damage. 5 runs come in that inning for the Wahoo State Bank Reds, expanding their lead over North Bend Schuyler 7-0. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning right after this on Saunders County Online.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Sam Crawford Field in Wahoo, Nebraska, as we have the Wahoo State Bank Reds taking on North Bend Schuyler. The Reds with a handy lead going into the top of the sixth inning, 7-0. They were able to get the first score in the third inning. Then they scored another fourth, and then the fifth, they were able to do 5 runs come in. Jonas Schneckenberg is continuing to pitch for the Reds, as North Bend had a pitching change last inning as well. They took Williams, put him out in center field, and brought the center fielder Shannon in to pitch. And that brings in the now center fielder to bat, Williams, top of the order, stepping into the batter's box. Pitch goes low outside. Ball 1. Comes a wind up in the pitch. Again, low and outside. Now we have a 2-0 going to Williams. Wind up the pitch, and that's right on the inside of the plate. Again, that one is called strike almost every single time we see it on that inside edge. Pitch comes in, and that is low outside. That's 3-1 is now the count. Wind up pitch comes in, and that hits the batter. So Williams with the walk. Sure who this is. Looking at the number. It's not on my list. 26. Okay, 26. I believe the name might be Ander. Pitch comes in, and that is 3-0. With a runner on first. Schneckenberg is looking to find that strike zone. Pitch goes in and low outside, and that is walk number 2. 2 walks in a row. And I'm wondering if that might bring a conversation, as coach heads out there. Schneckenberg, we gave a stellar performance for the first 5 innings. We're at the top of the 6th inning right now, and right off the bat, 2 walks. So staying with him, just giving him a little bit of coaching, a little bit of confirmation and encouragement. So staying in as pitcher. And it looks like we have another substitute coming in. Padek is coming in as a batter for North Bend Schuyler. Wind up in the pitch. That is called a ball. Checking runner at second. Throw goes low outside. But gets pass ball, and that sends base runners forward. So now with no outs, we have 2 balls, no strikes, and runners on second and third. Got the call he likes. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and strike 1. Top of the 6th inning. Jonas Schneckenberg calling time. Nagel going out, talking to him, and getting things straightened out. Well, we have a 2-1 count with no outs, runners on second and third. Wind up in the pitch, swing, and strike number 2. That evens the count, 2-2. Wind up, pitch comes in, swing, and strike 3. So that is out number 1. Again, we have runners on second and third. Now we step in with Rangloff. That's where we are in the batting order for North Bend Schuyler. Pitch comes in, swing, and strike 1. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Rangloff, we have 0-1. He steps back into the batter's box. Pitch on the way. Swing and pops that out to right field. And actually going foul, and so not caught, but foul, so that is strike 2. 0-2 with 1 out. Rangloff stepping it back into the batter's box. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that is strike number 3. So Jonas Schneckenberg with a conversation with the coach, kind of getting back into the groove there. I believe this is Brabeck stepping into the batter's box for North Bend Schuyler. Pitch on the way, swing, and strike. Next one, swing and strike number 2. Two outs. Runners on second and third. 0-2. Coming to Brabeck. Brabeck stepping out of the box. Now back in. Pitch on the way. And that is called strike number 3. Getting a little bit of danger there as North Bend Schuyler was able to get runners on to second and third with no outs. Then Schneckenberg was able to step in and be able to get 3 strikeouts in a row to close out the top of the 6th inning when North Bend Schuyler with no runs. And that brings us to the bottom of the 6th. Wahoo State Bank Reds leading the way 7-0. We'll be back with more American Legion baseball right here on Saunders County Online.
Wahoo State Bank gives you the home team advantage. From the beginning of your financial experience with Penny Partners, Kids Club with Richie Rover, to student checking for those age 15 through 25, offering a variety of benefits that make banking easy when you're home or away, or if you're looking to finance the future home. Wahoo State Bank has the home team to work with you through life. Member FDIC.
At Medicine Man Pharmacy, we aspire to be the pharmacy provider confidently chosen by our clients for their family's everyday health needs because of our expertise, integrity, and honestly, consistently exceeding their expectations. Reliability, bright spot, value, integrity, community building, and so much more can be found at Medicine Man Pharmacy of Wahoo.
It's American Legion Baseball right here from Sam Crawford Field in Wahoo, Nebraska on Saunders County Online. Wahoo State Bank Reds leading it as we're going into the bottom of the 6th inning, 7-0. We're at the top of the order. Sam Markson stepping into the batter's box. Pitch on the way, and that is low for ball 1. Last inning. North Bend, Schuyler traded their center fielder and their pitcher around, so Shannon with the next pitch comes in. That goes low and outside for ball number 2. Wind up the pitch on the way, swing, and that is pop foul. So now we have a 2-1 to Sam Markson. Here comes a windup in the pitch on the way, and swing and strike number 2. So that evens the count, 2-2. Wind-up pitch coming in. Swing and pops that out into right field, and took a moment to gather that in. Throws into second. Was able to keep Markson at first. That should bring up Carson Sabatka. No outs, runner on first. The pitch comes in, and that gets popped straight up. And getting underneath it, Blau is able to step in underneath that and catch that for the first out. Eli Johnston walking in. Left-handed hitter. Left-handed pitcher from for Shannon over there, able to really, it makes a good advantage throwing over to first, trying to get Markson, but Markson safe. Pitch comes in, and that is low outside. Brings a 1-0 to Eli Johnston. Wind up in the pitch, and that hits him. He had to turn away, but just got him in the square of the back. So now that sends Cody Hesser up to bat with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Cody looking to swing for the fences on that way. Practice swing there, and that pitch comes in outside. So Cody with a 1-0, 1 out. Runners on first and second. Wahoo State Bank Reds with the lead 7-0. That next pitch goes way up outside. With the 2-0 pitch on the way. And that one drops in for the strike. And with that, Sam Markson takes off. The throw out to third was not in time. And then Eli Johnston able to get to second base on that throw. So now we have a 3-1 to Cody Hesser. Pitch on the way. And pops that right over the top of the pitcher, and that goes out to center field. And with that run, that wraps up the game. 8-0 with the walk-off win right there, as the Wahoo State Bank Reds able to shut out and be able to complete the game with the North Bend Schuyler. And Jonas Schneckenberg for the Wahoo State Bank Reds was able to pitch the entire game and gets obviously the win. I believe Williams gets the loss on that one if we were to do that, as he pitched most of the game, and that wraps it up. The bottom of the sixth inning, 8-0. That is our game right here on Saunders County Online. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to bringing you more American Legion baseball. In fact, this coming up this weekend, the Sam Crawford Classic will be following the Wahoo State Bank Reds, as we will bring you their games Friday night, Saturday morning, and Saturday night right here on Saunders County Online. And with a call of game on that one will be Austin McNorton. We look forward to having him a part of it. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you for being a part of this, as we know that a lot of baseball, a lot of great baseball going on around us. But again, keep